It's Thompson, and there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Gordon in at the center. And for the Mavericks, we've got Williams, Conley out there with Gordon. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Jackson in at the power forward.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Thompson from long range. It's rebounded by Dallas. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate.
And then George with the jam.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Conley. He takes it in. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
A fantastic passer at his position. Green's understanding for when to dish it is really impressive.
Gordon gets to Conley, and there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Ayton, the pass to Gordon. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Green taking his time here. Pass to Thompson. Outside, George. Off target from three-point range. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
And Green slams it in.
Can't discount Draymond's mobility. He sees the gap, gets inside, and gets his shot.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Russell, he's checked in for Butler. Ayton kicks to Williams. Dallas moving it around. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 7.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
So it's the Mavericks now, leading by 5. Gordon against Russell. Gordon kicks to Williams. Now the pass to Conley. Eric Gordon on the wing. Another 3 for Dallas.
You cannot let Gordon get it going from the perimeter. He's an incredibly consistent and persistent long-range shooter.
And George, here we go. And then George with the jam.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first timeout here in the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Norkic checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kem Birch comes in for Jaren Jackson. Otto Porter Jr. he's checked in for Patrick Williams. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Gordon. Porter passes to Birch. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. Third team foul.
Nurkic kicks to Joseph.
In the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Porter, 6 to shoot. Passes to Birch. From deep three-point range.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
And it's Brooks in the corner. 1:35 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Russell. Isaac trying to break free. A shot missing. And it's Dallas the other way. Conley against Russell. The three. Conley's shot is off. Gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's a...
Oh! Yes, sir! Come on, bring it! Man, aggressiveness displayed there by Isaac on his dunk. A high-flying forward who really packs it down.
Joseph looking around. Over Brooks. Dallas again missing.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Count that one from Isaac. Isaac's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Joseph, the pass to Conley. It's hauled in by Brown. Gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Here's Isaac. Another shot. Brown inside. Covered by Birch. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
So it's the visitors now. Trailing by 2.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To end the drought. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
We've got Johnson, Dylan Brooks out there with Russell. Then there's Jonathan Isaac, and it's Butler in at the 3. Down low, Johnson. It's tipped, and they recover it. And Isaac throws it down.
That's exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Dallas shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far.
You know, Kem Birch started his career in the D-League. He was undrafted in 2015. The D-League is now called the G-League, but played for Sioux Falls. He's a Canada native and was named an all-star in that developmental league, showing promise for the days ahead.
This is his first free throw of the game.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
In the corner, it's Gordon. From outside, off the mark, being at 50% in a decent groove. After one season in the U.S., Birch Clark would go to Turkey and then Greece for 2 years, eventually working his way back to the U.S.
And Kevin, how did that work out for him? Quite nicely. Kim grabbed the final roster spot on the Magic out of training camp in 2017. Another G League success story is Birch. Not to mention, he's just the latest in a wave of Canadian-born players to show their work in the NBA.
A free throw drop for Butler. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
And it goes out of bounds.
Dallas ball.
Last touch by Green. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Butler against Williams. Shot clock at 5. Back to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Thompson for the triple. They get the rebound.
That time you see the hustle there by Buckets. First corralling the miss, then sinking the dagger.
For Dallas, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Gordon kicks to Jackson. Drains the three-pointer. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
The drive by Green on the wing. Thompson. Green against Gordon. Back to Thompson. Over Ayton. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas hit is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Klay Thompson.
And this is Thompson's game. A lights-out shooter from basically anywhere on the floor.
Jackson dishes to Gordon. Back to Jackson. Ayton trying to break free. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal foul.
It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
Brown's checked in for Gordon. Green against Joseph. Thompson left side. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
And it's Gordon missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
Outside, George fires from deep. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the Mavericks call time here. Ken Birch is checked in for the Mavericks. Conley now comes in for Joseph.
Checking in for the away team.
And there's 1:45 left in the first half. It's good. Nice touch there from Birch. Birch has got his first 2 points of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Conley against Russell. They get it back. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome, and outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce drag, yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Conley inside the line, a new 14 for the Mavericks. And it's Ayton missing. Gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Here's Thibault. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Mavericks trail by 3. Now Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He dishes it to Conley. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. To the paint. And Isaac throws it down.
And, you know, Isaac is a high percentage shooter. Takes good shots and makes a good percentage of them. And he's very skilled at getting position to throw it down on you.
Gordon for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 11 points and 1 rebound. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they performed. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Mavericks?
They need to turn up the intensity on D. Lots of guys standing around. Can't allow over 50% shooting in the spectacle. They need to make it tougher to get clean looks and force that offense out of its comfort zone.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Williams is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Conley. Then there's Gordon. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. George passes to Gordon. He feeds it to Green. Out to Thompson. Here's the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
3 points.
Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
And that one, good. Ayton's got his first bucket in this one.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career. It had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
Jackson kicks to Gordon. They get it back. Outside Williams. And the 3 off target.
Just 1 for 4 from the field. Not the way they wanted to start the second half.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Thompson's got 10 points.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Gordon. over George, and it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Back to Thompson. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And how about the chemistry Thompson has with his teammates, recognizing when he should go for that alley-oop.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Yeah, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Porter comes in for Williams. And it's Joseph in for Gordon. Thompson for the triple. Drops in the tray. Thompson's got 10 points here in the second half.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Conley kicks to Porter. Back to Conley. And they get it. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 10 points for him.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Out to Thompson. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. Thompson right side. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
For 3.
Thompson's got 18 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
From 12 feet out, it's hauled in by Gordon.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Green against Porter. Right side, Green. Back to Thompson. A 3-ball. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got 21 in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Back to Green.
2 minutes.
Lets it go with the 3. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Conley dishes to Joseph. Back to Conley. Outside, Joseph. Over George. No good off the front iron. The deep 3 from Thompson. The long distance 3 is buried. He's got 24.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And the Mavericks call time here. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
A different look for Dallas. Ken Birch is checked in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Gordon in for Joseph. They double-team Conley. There's the pass to Birch. And it's blocked by Gordon. Porter against Thompson. Outside, Green. Here he goes. And it's in there. Green's got 7.
And like whenever Green is assertive from there, knows he can score and does just that.
Butler against Conley. Dallas again missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Conley, the pass to Gordon. Poke loose. It's stolen by Green. To the inside. George. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 13 points for George.
You know, George not content just to roam the perimeter now. He'll attack the heart of the defense as well.
I'm not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Checking into the away team. Timeout, away team.
Guard it.
Outside Gordon. To end the cold streak. That shot off.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. We've got Russell. Eldon Johnson is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Jonathan Isaac, and it's Brooks in at the shooting guard. Dallas shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Reeves. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Passes it to Birch. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
And the basket by Johnson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Pass to Mannion. Here's Reeves. 5 on the clock. Birch the pass to Mannion. Over Brooks. Ayton trying to break free. They can't stop the run with that one. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Johnson can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Mannion the pass to Birch. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
Clark, between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
And it's the Mavericks on the break. And there's the whistle. Called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. And he knocks down the first one. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal saying, respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
And Jackson throws it down home.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Pass to George. Shoots. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
And the first one drops.
Team foul. Shooting for the away team.
And George drops them both.
You know, I really applaud Paul George's mental fortitude. I saw him come into the league as a rookie with the Pacers in 2010, and his growth has been remarkable. He's always been able to look past his setbacks and jabs, continue to stay focused on being the best player he can be, and he's one of the very best in the league.
That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. The pass to Reeves. And stolen by Butler. And George kicks to Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
3.
George has got 3 assists in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
To end the run, and it's sent back by George.
On defense, George able to use all of that length and athleticism to deny the shot.
Green, the pass to Butler. Gordon kicks to Thompson. Passes it to Green. Back to Thompson. The 3. Drills the three-pointer. Thompson's got 33 points.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon. One of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of this game.
Pass to Reeves. Jackson with it. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson dishes to George. Pass to Butler. Outside, Green. It's intercepted. The pass to Sumner. Here's the floater. And it's blocked by Gordon. And he gets it back. And the shot goes in. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. On the wing, Thompson. The tray. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Passes it to Jackson. And Aaron Gordon takes the whistle that time. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.
And, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Pass to Sumner. To the middle. Here's Prince. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Outside, Green. Pass to Thompson. Now, Green. Lets it go from deep. It's off.
Prince takes a lot of pride in making it difficult for the guy he's defending. A lot of hustle and tenacity at the defensive end.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A resounding victory for them. And, Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. This week, we've partnered with recording label United Masters, and throughout the episode, we'll be showcasing the winners of the 2K Beats soundtrack search. All of the artists you see in this episode, you can hear in-game while hooping in NBA 2K22. Let's get started.
There goes the blue line, and here we go tonight in Boston, Massachusetts. And welcome to 2K Sports. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Draymond Green. Jimmy Butler out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Aaron Gordon, and it's George in at the 2. And for Boston, they've got Malik Beasley. Kelly Olynyk is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Kyle Lowry, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, as the season progresses, Chris, if you're seeing something as a player, how many coaches are open to suggestions when it comes to strategy?
That's a good question, B.A. I'm not sure, but I know the best ones, they keep it open. May not always get your way, but at least you know that communication is there, and it's important to hear people out.
Lowry, and the layup falls.
Playing way bigger than his 6-foot height. Lowry scores it inside. He just plays with so much heart.
And it's Green off the drive. Count the basket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Beasley. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Pass to Lowry. The 3-ball. Rebounded by Butler. Gordon against Olynyk. To the middle. Here's George. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's a feed that Green makes look way easier than it is. You got to have amazing vision to make that pass.
Outside Barrett. Over Thompson. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not. And you have to admire how Green sees the game. He has precision from himself and teammates.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. Impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Yeah, great job by George. Now, part of what makes him such a great wing is his crazy ability off the bounce.
Well, Draymond's a student of the game, and Chris, as you said, he sees so much.
You love to talk about basketball. He knows the game as well as anyone. I mean, his brain for the game makes him special.
Lowry, good.
You can count on Olynyk to move the ball quickly when he spots an open teammate, and that feed was phenomenal.
Green against Lowry. The 3 from Thompson. They grab their own miss.
After 5 shots, that's their first miss. I definitely call that a good start.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Embracing his role as a leader for this squad. Lowry recognizes the importance of this in terms of developing his teammates.
Well, it's hard to talk about Lowry without mentioning his fantastic defense.
Quick and physical with ball handlers. Tough to back down in the post and just brings the effort on every play.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, such a skilled scorer. When George is looking to attack, it puts pressure on the D. George hits them both. Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Lowry outside. Down low. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness.
Pass to George. Three-pointer is rebounded by Barrett.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Outside Butler. On the wing, Thompson. Shot is up. Rebounded by the Celtics.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
But you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Lowry, good. Lowry's got 9 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate. Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Coming onto the floor for the Oregon team.
Here's Russell. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. And he drives in. Uses the glass on the layup.
You're never sure what Russell's going to do on his drives. I mean, he's got handles. He can change direction. Very tough to defend. Exactly.
Now here's Rubio.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Olynyk. The three. That one falls. Coming off Rubio's feed.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Isaac. Shots blocked.
Oh, and he's the rare player with the shorter arm span than his height. I mean, Olynyk is still going to get his share of blocks.
Clarkson finds Rubio. The kick to Olynyk. Let's go with a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, you can't leave him open. Olynyk will knock it down every time.
Russell against Rubio. Soft touch off the glass. Russell's got his second bucket on the night.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
1:02 left in the first. Olynyk for three. Hauled in by Brown.
Well, that's just a lucky break. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And the dunk by Isaac.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Now here's Rubio. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Clock is at 3. The three. Brooks with the rebound. Got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And the dunk by Isaac.
Oh, what a slick playmaker. Russell doesn't miss many chances to create an easy bucket for a teammate.
Boston has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Brooks against Clarkson. Outside Rubio. Outside Olynyk. Second chance shot. That one falls. Coming off Rubio's feet. Olynyk's got 8 points.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Kyle Lowry has been leading the charge for the Celtics. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And one of the league's best at drawing charges. Kyle Lowry explains what a difference that play makes.
It's a real-life momentum.
Boy, Grant, he's as tough as they come, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he grew up in Philly, idolizing Allen Iverson. Lowry's tenacity and willingness to put his body on the line, actually reminiscent of Iverson's.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in the early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Also, their passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Keldon Johnson out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Russell in at the one spot. Covered by Johnson. Clarkson outside. No good with the triple. Shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Yep, that one's good. Lopez has got his first basket.
The main area of expertise for Lopez, I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to cash in from there.
The drive by Brooks. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Well, Grant, the best way to steady a team, have an anchor like Tyus Jones as the backup point.
I mean, just an outstanding decision maker. His steady play complements their athletes with that second unit.
A big group substitution here for Boston. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Lopez. Barrett comes in for Clarkson. Beasley's checked in for Rubio. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Jones. They get it back. Out to Lowry. Fires from deep. No, sir. He's now 3 for 5 in this one. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Thompson finds Russell. There's the drive. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Russell's gotten his third basket of the night.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Lowry against Gordon. Gobert up top. Knocked loose. Thompson with a steal. To the inside. And it's Butler with the jam.
An impressive defender who uses his length well. Thompson is adept at finding ways to come up with steals.
Boston trailing. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Lowry, good.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Pass to George, and stolen by Beasley. Lowry with it. Russell covering, and he lobs it up top. Gobert with the bucket. And it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
That one's good for 2. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
George against Beasley. Counted.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Beasley. On the wing, Thompson. From deep. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Now this is Thompson's bread and butter. His 3-point shot is as pure as it gets.
That's tipped. Pass to Barrett. Here's Gobert. Paul George pulls down the board.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Back to Thompson. Butler against Lowry. George outside. From downtown, sinks it from distance. George has got 11 points. Well, one thing we can take away from the 2021 season, the enjoyment that it brought to people during such a tough time, Chris.
Oh, man, you're right, BA. Everyone was happy. Everybody was happy to have a full season. Even if you couldn't watch all the games in person, I'll tell you what. Just what we need.
Coming up big tonight, Lowry getting the mismatches he wants and taking full advantage.
George with the bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
BA, the Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks. Going 2 for 2 from outside the arc here in the second quarter. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Boston has gone just 1 of 4 from downtown so far in the second. Here's Beasley. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Beasley's got 4 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
George passes to Russell. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists in the game. For Boston, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Here's Beasley. Doesn't go that time. Ooh, nice D from George. Thompson fires from way outside. The rebound, Celtics. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Beasley. That shot is off.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Come on and get out. Here are the Celtics dancers. All right, fans, that is the Celtics dancers dance team. Make some noise. Timeout. Away team. It's T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise. Substitution for the away team.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Inbound violation. Boston ball.
With 1 on the clock. Can't get it to drop. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up by 2. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm alongside Coach Nick Nurse, and I know you're not too happy with the execution at the defensive end. What needs to be cleaned up?
Yeah, we're making some mistakes.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit. But tonight, they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this, getting that extra boost.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Right now, they're playing well only on one end of the court. All their energy has been spent on the defensive. And that's a change. They're just going to keep giving up easy buckets, and the game's going to get away from them.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. What can you say? Kyle Lowry, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
R.J. Barrett out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Kyle Lowry. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Here's Gobert. The kick to Olynyk. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Russell. It goes again. His sixth basket in 7 tries.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Lowry, the pass to Olynyk. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Olynyk's got 10.
Strong finish by Olynyk. I mean, he's gotten stronger, and you can see that.
Here's Russell. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Now here's Beasley. Knocked away. Oh, Brooks with the steal. To the paint. In transition, here they come.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Beasley with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Pass to Olynyk. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Now he's got moves on moves on moves on moves. Olynyk with crossovers, fakes. Oh, man, he puts defenders on skates.
And it's Russell on the drive. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Right side, Barrett. Oh, rejected by Isaac. And they're able to recover. Barrett can't hit.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
This sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Gobert. Lowry outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 16 points for him.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Now here's Russell. He's got 16.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Lowry outside. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Incredible control there from Lowry. Superb at keeping his composure even when things get physical.
Russell, that's good.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's already
timeout. Now a timeout called by Boston. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
George outside, inside. From the right block, and Gordon finishes it off.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Now here's Rubio. Rebounded by Green.
He usually takes advantage of D like that.
Should have been a simple layup.
Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
All the attention that Clay gets, it can lead to open looks for others. Nice decision.
Rubio with the ball. Green picks him up. Here's Clarkson. That one falls. Coming off Rubio's feet. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
And George with the jam.
And reminding everyone of his athleticism, George can still get up and drop the hammer.
The Celtics have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Clarkson outside. Unloads. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's not the look they wanted. The defender was right there.
Here's Gordon. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Gordon's got 8.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
The Celtics making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Now here's Jones. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Brooks left side. Rebound Boston. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation. Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, take it.
Pass to Jones. Lopez with it for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Lopez has got his second basket of the night.
Ready to shoot once he catches it. Lopez has tremendous confidence in his scoring ability.
Here's Russell. Got it.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 15. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Keldon Johnson. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Brooks in at the 2 spot.
Well, he's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Lopez. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Isaac. The kick out to Johnson. Goes up again. And it's Isaac with the basket on the assist by Johnson.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
I see him.
Clarkson with the ball. Outside Olynyk. And Grant, throughout your career, you mostly played in the smaller markets. Do you think the league is doing enough to help them compete?
I think so. I mean, look, Milwaukee just won a championship. An incredible season they had last year. I think they're doing the right thing between revenue sharing, the salary cap, the luxury tax. And remember, the Players Union will always favor freedom of movement for its players.
Timeout called, the Celtics.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
More rotations. I mean, slow help. It's just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Lopez. Beasley comes in for Rubio. And it's Lowry in for Jones. Now here's Gobert. Lowry, the pass to Gobert. Beasley for three. He can't get that one to fall.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside, Green. The three from Thompson. Nails it from three.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Gobert on the high post. Ooh, poked away. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Fast break. Here we go. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
Butler against Clarkson. Pass to Lowry. Now here's Olynyk. Beasley, the pass to Clarkson. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And he drops it in from the low post.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Green against Lowry. On the wing, Thompson. Beyond the arc. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Oh, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Now here's Thompson. Here's Green. 5 to shoot. Back to Thompson. 4-3. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Lowry, the pass to Gobert. Clarkson outside. And they recover it. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his second personal.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And, of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And see, Webb, you had such a well-rounded game, especially for a big man in your era. How do you think your game influenced big men that are playing today?
Well, I definitely see parts of my game, in a lot of guys that play today, and hopefully the fact that, I proved that as a big man you can step out, you can ball handle, you can pass, you can just be a player. Hopefully that allows them a little bit of freedom to do their thing, because these players today are great. Even if I see parts of my game in there, and they're doing the work and they're taking the game to the next level.
Here's Galloway. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Nice aggressive defense from Thompson, getting it all over the shot and knocking it away.
Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Thompson's got 14 points now in the second half.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Thompson with a steal. To the inside. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
This is something Butler's been working on, becoming a stronger facilitator.
Here's Galloway. George defending. Pass to Silva. To the right side. And here's Jones. Up and over Gordon. Jones misses.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And here is Green. The 3 from Thompson. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Hey, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Now here's Jones. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now George. Down low. Butler. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Boston on offense. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Right side Jones. Clock at 6. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. The shot by Bjelica, no good. Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. No good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. Paul, you dialed up the defense in this one. What were some of those adjustments?
Well, we're starting to pressure up. We're starting to use our hands. A team like that, you can't let them be comfortable. And we're doing a great job of just, taking away their airspace.
Well, the discomfort showed and led to a win for you guys. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Chris Webber, and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We thank you for watching tonight's game, and we'll see you next time.
Infected, doctor gave me the diagnosis, cabin fevers. Hey, downtown, in a place I can't explain. I guess you just gonna have to go. Hey, downtown, and I can tell you how I got